Larson, and I want to share a very valuable lesson with you today. My operations manager, Amanda, will actually be going through step by step so you understand every single nitty-gritty detail of how to do this operation. Here at Real Estate Mad Education, we don't believe in fluff. We believe in details. We want to give you actionable information that you can follow along with and go implement right away. I hope you enjoy this training. Thank you.
Quick video to show you how to pull some wholesale comps. Usually when we think of comps, we like to think of retail comps, so what the house is worth after you fixed it up and then you resell it. But a lot of times finding wholesale comps, the properties that have sold as is really going to help you in your wholesale business, because then you know how to price your properties, which gives you a better idea of what to make for an offer. So to get started, you can go to Zillow.com and then just type in the address of the property that you want to search for. So this could be a property that you have under contract or one that you're looking at putting under contract. So go ahead and pull that up. It's going to pull up a box here that tells you about your property. And so we want to just close that out. And then your property is going to be, you see it's a little bit lighter than the rest of the properties around. And if you click into that, it will show you your property once again. But it is hard to find on the map if you don't pay attention to it right away. So just make sure you find where your property is on the map compared to all other properties on the map. Now what we want to do is look for the properties that have sold. So up at the top of the search bar, yours may not already have defaulted to these selections. So if it hasn't, go ahead and open this up here and click on the sold button there and click done. Now for the price, we can leave that open for now. Beds and baths we can leave open. You can select this down to houses and take out all of these properties, but if you're searching for multifamily, of course you want to leave that in there. And then under more, a few other selections you can make that'll really help you is to change the square footage to 500. Again, that's going to remove all of the lots and land that you don't want to appear on your search. And then if you scroll down, you do have the option as well to choose the sold date. So we're going to go ahead and select 6 months. If you find that you have a lot of solds in your area, you can leave that open. So click done. It looks like it narrowed it down a little too much, so you will have to play around with this. If we take that out, it didn't really do much. So this date is really what's narrowing us down a little too much. So you can open that up again. You can also choose to zoom out, and that'll give you a little more options as well. But here I'm just going to show you how to search now for those wholesale comps. So we have the prices available to us, and we can see there is one here for $25,000. So that did sell pretty cheap. And if we click on that, what we want to do is we want to look through all of these photos and just see if this was a fixer-upper. And of course, we can tell by the photos it does need a lot of work. And over here on Home Details, you can usually find a description as well, which this one does say it's a project and needs work. So this would be a great wholesale comp, and it tells you buyers in the area are buying properties that need work, similar to this one at $24,900 or around that price. And that happened here in February. So a really good tool to use. So now you know if you have that property under contract that is pretty much right down the street from this one, you want to be around this price in order to sell. So then when you're acquiring the property, you want to leave room so that you can mark it up. So you may get a property under contract for maybe less than $20,000 to make it work, $15,000, $20,000. Cheaper the better. And of course you will have to base that on the condition. If your house needs much more work than this property, then you know you need to get it much cheaper. And if it's in better condition, then you can afford to spend a little more and maybe price that a little higher. But that's really all it is on finding those comps. If you have trouble finding more than maybe one, you can remove some of these filters. You can zoom out just to give yourself a few more options. You can also choose to select the ones that are for sale, and those will light up as well. And if you click the down arrow here, you can remove all of these properties. And these aren't going to be your sold comps. They are for sale, so it doesn't mean that they've sold for the price that they're listed for. It just means that's what they're listed for. So keep that in mind if you do choose to go this route. But other than that, that's basically it on finding wholesale comps. And if you guys have any questions, just let us know. If you want to book a call with Matt's team to get help generating 15 to 25 motivated seller leads a day, send an email to hello@realestatemat.com with the subject line that says leads.